Telling you, that guy, he has a face I just want to punch. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Neezy. Welcome again to another Rejected Heroes Media video. It's Friday, so that means it's another episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Episode 2, The Star Spangled Man, is out on Disney Plus now. And how is this episode? I will say, guys, this episode is pretty deep. It's got some layers to it that I didn't expect. I will say the action scenes in this episode did remind me straight up of the trailers that we saw, like the whole scene taking place on the two trucks and everything. It was a good action scene. I did enjoy it, so it was nice to see it. But I will say, like, oh, okay, this is pretty much, the trailer episode, so that means more new shit's gonna be coming, later episodes. I will say that there are some deep things in this, like a lot of name drops and everything like that, so overall I thought it was a pretty good episode, although, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's good. He has a face I just want to punch. He's the U.S. agent. He keeps saying, I'm not trying to replace Captain America, but the way you throwing that shield and shit, no, you're not my Captain America. But better towards the end of the episode when he was being dick, but rewind with me a little bit. Start at the beginning. Let's get into this review of episode 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Star Spangled Man. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Here we go. My favorite episode opens up with, like, kind of something reminded me of Drumline and shit, with this big parade, everything like that. You saw it in the trailer. Big parade, everybody's having a good time and shit, and then here he comes, U.S. agent, pretty much just like, hey everybody, how you doing? I'm the new Captain America. And you could just see it on Bucky's face, because Bucky and Sam are watching it. Could take place right after the heels of the last episode, and it's just like, I can't believe they did this. So literally, like, right afterwards, Bucky meets up with Sam, and I was just like, oh, okay, you met up with Sam. Oh, okay. I was wondering when they was gonna, like, team up and shit. Bucky's pretty much just like, why'd you give up the shield? That's pretty much Bucky's angle this whole episode, is pretty much like, why did you give up the shield? Why'd you give it up? And Sam is pretty much coming from, like, this is a legacy that I didn't ask to have. So, I just thought I did what I thought was right. Like, even though if it was me and I was Bucky, I would still I feel type of way too, because I am, like, in that sense of, like, come on, Sam, you knew what they was going to do. You knew the government was going to do something with that shield. I would have just kept it and then just been like, yeah, well, no one's getting the shit, even though it's government property, so they would have found a way anyway. And pretty much this episode solidifies that Bucky and Sam, like, yeah, they're pretty much frenemies, shit like that, but they're like, it's like this was the buddy cop episode, more or less. The two guys have great chemistry together. Sebastian's dad and my man Falcon, Anthony Mackie, that's his name. Not editing that out. I'm laughing with this shit. I like the two chemistry in the movie. You saw that in Civil War, and now you see it even more in this episode. That's why I'm glad these two guys work together, because they have fun with each other, and I love that. You can really sense it. Like, these are two friends who are just like, yeah, we're playing superhero, we're getting all serious and shit like that, but we're still having fun. We still like each other. And so fast forward, there's just mission, everything like that. They're trying to find out who these flag smashers are. Now I know who they are. There's that group that you saw in the first episode with the fans on their faces. Yeah, I thought it was the Red Hand, and they're the flag smashers. What do? They smash flags. It's in the name. But the real objective is they're like, yeah, the government and shit. They were more worried about the people who came back after the blip and everything. They're more worried about them than the people that stayed behind. So when girlfriend said that, I was like, you know what? I think the government would be like that. Wouldn't the government, can't you see them being like, oh yeah, we only care about the people that came back after 5 years. Everybody that stayed behind is just, okay, whatever. And I would feel the type of way. It'd be like, what the shit? Like, I get it. The world has to accommodate for all these billions of people that just appeared out of nowhere after they disappeared for 5 years. I get it, but it's also like, well, shit, that's still, we get the raw end of the deal. So I like it when a terrorist group can make me be like, okay, I see his way, I see that way. Okay, perspectives. And then we get to the scene in the episode where you pretty much saw in the trailer where you see Falcon jump out of the plane. Bucky's all like, do you have a plan? Okay, no. I did like the nod. It was like, you can't call me Buck, only Steve called me Buck because he knew me more. Go to show that, like, yeah, like, we know each other, but we're not like, buddy. It's gonna grow. You'll be Buck soon. You'll call him Buck soon. So you got Bucky and Falcon going against these flag smashers, and they got the super soldier serum and shit like that. I believe he said that it was brought to him by Ross, or that Colonel Dickhead Ross that we saw in Civil War. Him and his mustache was pretty much giving out the super soldier serum. But did he say that? Did I get it wrong? That action scene was pretty dope. Even though Bucky, I was kind of like, why are they nerfing Bucky? He's got that metal arm. I want to see Bucky do shit that he did in Winter Soldier in 2014. He was kicking the shit out of Cap, kicking shit out of all other dudes. Why did that when they take villains and make them heroes or anti-heroes, I gotta nerf them. I don't like that shit. Cause there was a scene like right before, I guess Bucky was gonna fall off of the truck and he didn't fall off and Falcon saved him and then the bad dudes got away. I was like, why did he do that? I don't know. Moving more towards the end of the episode, we meet up with another character from Bucky's past who is a black super soldier and shit like that, and you get more detail with that, and I was like, oh, that's deep in racism and shit. I really was like, and then it followed up with Bucky and Falcon. They pretty much getting stopped by the police just for arguing. The police are pretty much like, yeah, it's this black dude, is he harassing you and shit? I was just like, what is going on? Why? Even though it ends up with Bucky being the one being arrested. Hey, Black Lives Still Matter 2021. I'm just saying. And then the episode ends more or less with Bucky and Sam pretty much like, yeah, we kind of got to team up. We don't want to team up with, you know, Captain Non-America. So like, yeah, we got to go see Zemo. Then you see Zemo's face in the final shot of the episode. It just cuts off. I was like, oh, Zemo, next episode, next Friday, we'll be there. So at the end of the day, I'm going to say this episode was a pretty enjoyable episode. I like the deeper themes and the deeper, like, we were getting into this shit. I like seeing Bucky and Falcon together. So you're pretty much going to get an idea of like where the relationship's going to go. Action scenes are pretty much on par with the stuff you saw on the big screen, and I like that you hear the Captain America, you know, theme in this episode. Did you notice that? Follow us on Reject Heroes Media Podcast, Reject Heroes Media Facebook group, links in the description below. See you next Friday. We got more videos coming, because next week is Godzilla vs. Kong. We ain't gonna miss that shit. And as always, guys, subscribe. Until next time.